What's going on, everybody? In today's video, we are checking out Geddy Lee of Rush, the big interview with Dan Rather. Wow. It's not that big at all. It's just over 5 minutes. It's not very big. Is this in parts? Did I mess up? I don't know. We'll find out. If you're new here, please subscribe. Check out my videos, all kinds of videos, reaction videos, 9 a.m., 4 p.m. with my wife every day. I got bass play-alongs, live performances, advanced musician tips, all kinds of videos. Definitely check it out. In the description, Amazon affiliate links to all things Rush, lots of other links, lots of other information. Definitely check it out. It's early. I got my coffee here. That's what we're doing. It's thunderstorming out here. Okay, Geddy Lee of Rush, Dan Rather. Let's do this. Bam.
The big interview with Dan Rather featuring Rush's Geddy Lee.
You really can't talk about Rush and not mention the fans.
Right.
What's the funniest thing ever happened to you with your fans?
You know, sometimes I'll be, and I'm sure this happens to you when you're in a public restaurant, you're doing your business, and then a fan comes up to you and wants your autograph, and you're like, I got my hands full right now, so can I meet you outside in a few minutes? That kind of thing is fairly normal.
It seems to me you and the band have always made a point of responding to the fans. That's not always true of rock groups.
No, it's not always true. And we went through a period when, at least I did personally, when I was grappling with fame and trying to figure out how I was going to handle fame. And it goes back to an incident that happened after a show in Germany. And I remember driving out of that gig, and there was a team of fans from Italy holding a big poster, and they had come all the way from Milano or something like that to see us. And I was just on my way to my holiday, and it's the end of a tour, and I was sort of at the fed up stage of the tour where you just got to get away. I remember going down the driveway and seeing them there and backing the car up, turning around and driving away. Well, I must have felt guilty about that for 200 kilometers. And it stayed with me. It sort of haunted me. And I thought, I don't want to be that guy. I don't want to be the guy that runs away from a fan who's come so far just to say, I love what you do, you know? So I made a decision at that point in my life that I was going to live my life the way I wanted to. I wasn't going to shy away from fans. I was just going to deal with it. And I was going to get good at dealing with it. So when someone comes up to me on the street and they're nervous and they're shaking, I'd take over the situation and calm them down, give them an autograph, and then they're on their way and they're happy and I'm happy and I don't have any feelings of guilt left behind. So it was a kind of a pivotal thing for me to go through that and learn, you know, it's all about learning who you are and how you're going to handle yourself in a world where you're sort of a celebrity.
Rush has its own cult, would not be too strong a word, would it?
No, it's a cult.
It's an army.
So my question again is, how did that happen? And has it surprised you or stunned you, or it just sort of developed?
We were the sort of prototypical grassroots
built it.
band, I guess you could say. When we first started touring, we couldn't get any airplay on radio at the time. Now we're talking about the middle 70s, right? And our music was very rough-edged and, to be fair, derivative. You know, we sounded a little bit like Led Zeppelin, we sounded a little bit like these guys, so we weren't really taken seriously at the radio level. So how were we going to get our music exposed to people? Well, we'd had to grind it out on the road. And we were on the road, my God, like constantly. You know, maybe get hung up in LA for 2 weeks waiting for another tour, get on a tour, and then tag onto that tour. And that was life, really, for years, until finally, right around the time that we were doing our 2112 album, that was the record that started breaking us through to a wider audience. But it was the old-fashioned, you know, nose to the grindstone that got us in front of people. So from that point, I think a lot of our fans from that early time, they were sort of proud of the fact that we were this band that nobody else knew about. And that's when I first started noticing this really incredible loyalty and, you know, waving the Rush flag, you know. And it was a cult. And it stayed like that for quite some time. And even with 2112, once we broke through and started having platinum record sales, it still wasn't on mainstream radio, because nobody's going to play a 20-minute song from a rock band from Canada on mainstream radio. So they took it upon themselves to spread the word about us. And it built over time and time and time and time and years. And we didn't go away. We just kept making records and working on our sound.
Right.
And that cult, before we knew it, was expanding.
Catch the full episode with special guest Geddy Lee on an all-new The Big Interview with Dan Rather. Premieres Tuesday, October 24th at 9/8 Central.
That was the trick. It was just a sneak peek. Oh. Sorry, guys. I didn't know that. Of course, it says sneak peek. That's how much of an idiot I am. Oh, wow. Damn. Now I want to see the whole thing. Maybe it's better that I do it in sections. I don't know how long it is. Is it an hour long? Maybe it's not. That's a long time to interview. It's a long time. I mean, it's been done. Anyways, okay. Geddy's awesome. I love that guy. Geddy's like, this is what, my third interview? Listening to him talk, he's great. He's freaking great. And how he, you know, he's got very humble, very down to earth, very approachable in the bathroom. I like what he said about, you know, when he got off the tour and he like dodged the fans or whatever, and not to be like that, you know, all that kind of thing. But the thing that he said after that, when he was saying that, you know, you meet a fan and they're kind of awkward and you have to take control of the conversation, which, I mean, I'm not Geddy Lee or as big as Geddy Lee, even fractionally. But if you've done enough gigs and you're good, people approach you, audience members, people approach you saying all kinds of things, you know, like from, man, you're incredible, to what the heck are you doing here? You should be, I can't wait to see what you're going to do in 5 years, and you're going to be, you know, playing stadium. You know, people have all kinds of ideas of what they think music business is, and music, you know, career in music, and all, you know, all of it. To, you know, people coming up and talking about gear, to people just coming up and being awkward and wanting to just say something, but not knowing what to say because they're awkward or flustered or nervous or whatever. And you have to take control. You have to learn that, like, okay, in order to not make this awkward or weird or to make this pleasant, I have to take control of the conversation and kind of steer. I mean, that happened to me literally on the gig last night. Literally. This older guy came up to me and was like, you know, you guys, you know, he like came up to me and he's like, hey, how you doing? And we're on a break and I'm just like, I'm good, man. How you usually, like, people don't come up like just kind of like slow about it, you know, like, hey man, what's going on? Nothing. How you doing? Thanks for coming out. You know, like so I had to steer the conversation. Hey, how you doing? Well, yeah, what's going on? Yeah, where are you guys from? Yeah, blah blah. You know, like you have to help. You have to help. I mean, this may seem like it's like normal conversation kind of things, but it's not. Trust me, it's not. Does not happen to regular. It doesn't happen to regular people when you're going about your business, going about your day, when you're going about your errands. It's not the same. It's totally not the same. How do I know? Because I do those things also. You know, it's very different. You know, people don't come up to you when you're in the grocery store. Hey, how you doing? I really like how you're handling those watermelons over there. You know, like it's not the same. Okay. So, I totally get. I think it's cool. I think Geddy's the man. And I'm like, why man, I'm the worst. Sometimes I'm the worst at picking videos. It's like, man, I could not, it's like I want it. I don't want to watch this video ahead of time, but yet sometimes I pick, stuff where it's like, oh, if I would have just looked for 2 more seconds, I would have seen that it's not the full interview, or it's not the whole thing, or it's not, whatever. Anyways, it's a taster. You're going to have to come back for more. Thanks for watching. I'll if you're new here, please subscribe. Check out my videos, all kinds of videos, full and sneak peek. Check them out. Check out the description below, all kinds of links, information, lots of stuff. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you in the next video.